ain't get labeled a threat. And every around me know how to finesse. I've been trying to live right, they say I'll break the rule. I'm in this V12 coasting off by the ocean view.
Rising higher than I ever been. Why would I come down if I'm above the rim? I've been adding up this paper, I've been losing some friends. Little freak, got a man, she risked it off of the band. We had a dream, but I did it on my own. Drew my plans up, took the shot on the road. They can't stand me, that's why they fall. I got stamina, I'm running laps on this marathon.
But I'm still rowdy. Keep me a in my pocket when I be out sliding through Cali. I'm a 5-star, up in a 4-star telly. I tell her baby she water. These plays, give me these racks, give me these diamond rings. Living like fat.
For the land of the free and the home of the brave.
That was a stirring performance of our national anthem. With that concluded, we'll be right back in just a moment. A festive atmosphere inside the building as we bring you Friday Night Basketball on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson with Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. Allie LaForce with us on the sidelines. Allie, take it away.
Brian, thanks. Kyrie Irving has settled in Brooklyn after his time in Cleveland and Boston. He said, I'm grateful to be in a position to set a better example now. What I learned was, even on the bad days, you have to galvanize the group. And there isn't one leader. It's the balance of leadership. Guys?
Wise words, Allie. Thank you for that. And here in October, we have a little indication of what may be coming in the East. You take a look at the Nets. It's a long season, but right now they're in great position, holding that prize top spot. And, of course, Indiana, 5 games back.
When I look at Indiana, they hyped it up at the start of the year, but haven't really followed through. They're so disappointed, and really, so are their fans.
Yeah, and it's too bad, really unfortunate, because I did think the potential was there. But at this stage, I think we've seen their best, and it's not going to be good enough this season.
And now the Indiana Pacers starters. Sabonis and Turner work together inside. On the wing, LeVert and Warren. And it's Brogdon in at the point. And for the Nets, Harris and Durant in as the forwards. The star-studded backcourt of Irving and Harden. And it's Jordan in at the 5 down low. And it's going to be the Pacers off the tip. Well, Grant, you were a master of meshing with your teammates. How key is being on the same page early in the year?
Oh, it's so important, especially early in the season. Teams that can come together and mesh as a core have a great advantage at the start of the season.
And it's Harden, that time on the assist by Irving.
Harden's ball handling is absolutely off the chain insane. I mean, easily carving up the defense. Superb control. Got it on the string.
Brogdon with the bucket.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Harden. In the game against Miami, very impressive. Basket counts.
You know, with his hard-charging style, Harden has to be able to finish through contact, and he's learned how to do that with his skill and strength. It's no problem for him.
LeVert goes against Harden. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it.
Yeah, highly efficient, nothing extra special there, just effective.
Now here's Harden. Outside Durant, fires the 3, drills it from deep.
Off to a nice start here. They've hit all 3 from the field.
The Pacers have gone 2 of 3 to get this one going. Sabonis outside. A little over a minute and a half into this first quarter. Here's LeVert. He's off on that one. And Brooklyn will come the other way. Here's Harden. And then Harden with the jam!
Boy, the confidence of Harden. I love it. He comes to dribbling the ball. He feels like he can go by anybody at any time.
Oh, damage above the rim. That was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Brogdon against Irving. Here's LeVert. And Durant with the block.
Well, he has not been sharp this period. Seems to be a little flustered out there, too.
And that one's good. Irving.
5 of 5 to start the game, and it might be the second quarter before they miss the way they're knocking these shots down. Boy, everything's pure.
Sabonis outside. LeVert outside. Warren for three. Rebound Brooklyn. They're coming off that win against the Heat.
Talk about strong offensive production. They went out, played to their strengths, and were successful as a result.
Yeah, you know, not deviating from the game plan is critical. You got to trust in the system. Well, you know, in high school, he was a star. In college, the same thing. Durant got drafted second back in 2007, then immediately became an all-star.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Brogdon finds Sabonis. Count that bucket.
This is the kind of unselfishness you love seeing from Brogdon, making sure he gets it to the open man.
And Durant averaged over 20 points a game his rookie year.
And B.A. also won Rookie of the Year as well. Since then, he's won just about every individual honor you possibly could. First ballot consensus Hall of Famer when it's time.
They're really working the paint now.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Back to Turner. Pass to LeVert. The three. Kevin Durant pulls it in.
So hard, actually impossible to cut into the lead when you have a guy struggling this bad.
Here's Harden. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Indiana's gone 0 for 3 from downtown. 13 feet out. And it's Warren missing. The Nets have got 7 of 8 in the basket. Goes up on the baseline. And Irving with the basket on the assist by Harris. Irving's gotten his third basket of the night. The Pacers have gone 3 of 9, struggling so far. And there's the foul. It'll go on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul of the game. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile one block.
I mean, letting them know up front that he's on the hunt tonight and eager to knock away shots. I love it.
Outside Warren. Floats one.
Yeah, a really rough opening quarter for them in terms of shooting.
Yeah, and it's been ugly. I mean, really ugly. They need to find a way to get a few easy baskets to try to build some confidence and some momentum.
4 on the clock. Here's Sabonis.
And you see that in building their lead, they've done an impressive job on the defensive glass.
Yeah, you're right. Not one second chance bucket for the opposition. They're boxing out on every shot.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
Count it.
This is really where Sabonis does some of his best work. He's a reliable scorer in the paint.
Now here's Irving. He was another key contributor in that win against Miami. Harden finds Durant. The three, here's Harris. It's rebounded by Indiana. This game coming after a loss versus the Raptors.
As they say, live by the three, die by the three. When you're too perimeter dependent, it's hard to maintain consistency game in and game out.
And, you know, I think the lack of success from the perimeter really did them in. They just couldn't get it going from there.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Indiana calls timeout. You know, Grant, court is a familiar place for Malcolm Brogdon's family. It's just Malcolm's involves a ball instead of a gavel.
Yeah, his father Mitchell is a lawyer and a mediator. Brothers Gino and John are also both in law. And while Malcolm hasn't gone to law school, he did earn a master's degree while in college.
Outside Brogdon. Pass to LeVert. Shot clock at 6. It's LeVert on the wing. Oh, he's way off from outside.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds, and they look strong here in the early going.
Here's Brogdon. After the basket by Brooklyn. Ooh, poked away. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Sabonis. So the Nets making a switch here. Griffin's checked in. The Pacers also with a sub. McConnell, he's checked in for LeVert. Brooklyn has gone 1 for 2 from beyond the arc in this first quarter. And here's Harden. Give him 8 points now. Driving inside, and Harden with the slam.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Indiana's gone 0 for 4 from deep to start this one. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Warren with the ball, now guarded by Harris. Left side, Brogdon. Kevin Durant with a rebound. Durant's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Irving. Soft touch off the glass. Irving's got 8.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
Now here's McConnell. Sabonis, the pass to Warren. And it's good. First made shot in 4 attempts.
Well, I tell you what, I love watching Warren match the defense's intensity and still be able to convert. This is a hard-nosed, really good offensive player.
Harris outside. Back to Irving. Oh, stolen by Turner. Now the Pacers on the move. From 9 feet out. And too long on the shot.
Already +5 in terms of rebound margin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
McConnell passes to Turner. And Blake Griffin is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. And last season, a new entity, NBA Africa, created to handle all business on the continent. Grant, you're an investor. Can you talk a little bit about it?
Yeah, it's so exciting, B.A. First of all, the game of basketball growing all over the world, and particularly on the continent in Africa. So I think it's not only great from a financial standpoint, but you're creating opportunities for the league, and you're exposing people to Africa to this beautiful game. I think it's a win-win, and I'm so excited.
And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D.
Next ball.
Here's Mills. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Miami. And here's Brown for 3. Doesn't go for him. And for Indiana, they're shooting 28% in this first quarter. Pass to Patadze. Now here's McConnell. Here's Sabonis. Got a hand on it. Lamb against Brown. And the shot goes down. All right, well, a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Nets.
Well, in their first half of play, they're closing out aggressively. The block shots, a key indicator of their activity defensively.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
And they pick up 2.
Great timing and coordination. Lays it in coming off that pick.
Irving with it. Give him 8. Griffin outside to the inside. Claxton goes up and lays it in nice and easy. And the Nets lead by 19.
Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Now here's Lamb. Had a tough time getting anything going against the Raptors. Can't hit from the low block. Brooklyn's gone 1 for 3 from outside so far in this game. Mills attacking.
Last 2 minutes to play.
Here's Griffin. He gets it in there.
And just staying in control. This is Griffin's mindset, keeping his balance even when the D is present.
Pass to Patadze. And here is Lamb. There's 1:40 left to play in the first quarter. Just 5 to shoot. From 12 feet. Not going to go that time. Nice D from Brown. Griffin in the post. Good. And Brown gets the assist. Griffin's gotten his second bucket of the game.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Now here's Lamb. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Got it.
Reading these screen and rolls well. Lamb sizes up the defense and makes the correct move.
Now Mills. And there's the drive. You know, the number one thing Mills gives you, a confident knockdown shooter from range.
Yeah, Brian, that's been his calling card since he entered the league, but I think he's added some other pieces to his game along the way. He puts it on the floor, he creates for other people. He's a much more well-rounded guard now, and I think that keeps him on the floor and in the league.
And the first one at the line is good.
You know, Patty Mills is one of a long line of outstanding Australian players who played their college ball in Northern California at St. Mary's College.
So he gets them both. And for the Pacers, they're shooting an unremarkable 30% in the first. Lamb against Brown. Takes a 13-footer. That one doesn't drop. And Brooklyn going the other way now.
The way they've gotten after rebounds has been impressive.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
The drive by Lamb. Pass to Sabonis. Here's Patadze. Sabonis, right side. That one rolls around and rims out.
Probably not the shot they had in mind, but you can't fault him. He had a clean look. They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets with a commanding lead to end the quarter. 27 points, looking good. The hustle they've shown on defense has been tremendous. We'll be right back after this word. And with the injuries taking their toll, Malcolm Brogdon said it's all about rising to the challenge.
we have guys down, people need to step up, and I think people take a little bit larger roles, whether it's scoring, whether it's just being productive off the bench, getting stops on defense. I think it's all productivity, and I think guys have been stepping up.
Brogdon looking to carry on, Grant.
Yeah, and as a team leader, he knows. I mean, even more of the burden is going to fall on his shoulders.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. Boy, the Nets have been rolling along, haven't they?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
Nicholas Claxton out there with Bruce Brown. Then there's Blake Griffin. Then there's Patrick Mills. And it's Irving in a shooting guard. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
On offense, here are the Pacers. Lamb with the ball, now guarded by Brown. Outside Lamb, going inside, and it's out of bounds to Indiana.
Pacers ball.
Jordan's checked in for Brooklyn. The Pacers also with a sub. LeVert's checked in. And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Fader on the way. The Tadze can't hit.
Can't blame him. Just trying to take what the defense allows.
And Brown, the bucket on the assist from Irving. Irving's got his 5th assist in this one.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
The Tadze, lands soft on the front of the rim and drops in.
Boy, Caris LeVert has done a nice job elevating his playmaking ability, which helps him and his team.
Outside Mills from downtown. It's rebounded by Sabonis. The Pacers have gotten nothing to go out of 5 attempts so far this quarter. To the middle. And Sabonis slams it in.
Sabonis now is not going to shy away from contact. He really aggressively attacks the defense.
The Nets have gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Pass to Jordan. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And the three-pointer gaining prominence. Grant, that shot wasn't a big part of your game until later in your career. Why was that something you waited to develop?
Well, over the years, the game had changed during my career. Early on, I didn't need it as much in terms of how I played. But at the end of my career, in more of a complimentary role, I had to be able to knock down three-pointers, and I did a pretty good job.
No good on the free throw.
You know, Jordan to me is one of the more reliable bigs in the league. He takes a lot of punishment and rarely takes a night off.
So the Nets making a switch here. Harden's checked in. That one misses. For Indiana, they've gotten just 2 of 6 field goals to go in the second. Pass to Brogdon. Back to LeVert. Shoots over Brown, and it's Indiana scoring again.
Boy, because he's got such great confidence in his ball handling skills, he's fearless attacking the rim.
Outside Harden. Here's Claxton. And DeAndre Jordan gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Kevin Durant, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Harris comes in for Brown.
Joe Harris.
And the Pacers shooting at a 43% clip during the second. Brogdon finds LeVert. And a miss there on the triple. For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. Back to Harden. And then Harden with the jam!
And Harden, absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim, but the epic throwdown.
Indiana's gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Brogdon, the pass to LeVert. And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played. The Nets have gone 4 for 6 here in the second. Here's Harden. Goes back up. And the layup is good. Harden's got 4 points now in the quarter.
I don't think there's anybody who works harder for his points than Harden does. I mean, if he has to attack the glass to get him, he'll do that too.
Oh, stolen by Harden. Here's Harris. Yes, and a nice assist from Harden.
They're really in control on both ends of the floor right now, forcing turnovers and finding easy points while the other guys struggle to keep up.
Now here's Turner. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Raptors in Toronto.
Yeah, not to mention a couple of blocks, too, making his presence felt at both ends of the floor.
Here's Sumner. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him.
You got to D up LeVert better than that, but I mean, he excels at scoring over the defense.
Now here's Harden. Outside Durant. Over Warren. Again, the Nets score.
That jumper so effortless coming out of Durant's hands. I mean, it's cash money more times than not.
And, of course, Kevin Durant signing a big extension this summer, fresh off a gold medal for the U.S., where he was the most dominant player in the world in Tokyo. Next 4 years with the Brooklyn Nets, a great deal for him and a great deal for his squad.
Now here's Mills. Outside Durant. Pass to Jordan. Now Mills. Over Brogdon. Here's Jordan. Ooh, excellent D there from Turner.
You know, you don't always get that opportunity, so those are the ones you hate to miss.
It's good. Warren's got his second bucket of the night.
You know, I like seeing Warren do work inside. He might be a three-point shooter, most known for that, but he's still 6'8". You got to do some work in the paint.
Now here's Durant. A 32-point game for him in the win against Miami.
Also doing work on the defensive end. 4 swats and very active. It's been a dominant night for him, staying productive throughout.
Harris against LeVert. Pass to Turner. Sumner on the wing. 6 to shoot. And here's LeVert for 3. Rebound Brooklyn.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these threes. It might be time to get inside of that arc.
And they've really managed to dominate inside.
The play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks, Brian. Historically, a few franchises have gobbled up most of the NBA championships. A significant number of teams have never won a title, though. However, we're in an interesting time. A lot of those franchises are looking for their first title. They're among the top teams now. And guys, they're hoping to get on the board.
Oh, yes. Very interesting, Allie. Thanks for that. And the call will be against James Harden. That's his first foul.
He didn't have his feet planted.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block. And it was.
Lamb's checked in for Sumner. Warren finds Turner. And here's LeVert. He's coming off a 19-point game against Toronto. Brogdon with the ball. Harden picks him up. Clock at 6. Here's Warren. And the 17-footer goes down. Warren's got 6 points.
Well, he is so gifted as a scorer, but especially deadly from the mid-range is T.J. Warren.
Outside Mills. Launches it. That's good. And so Durant with the assist. Durant's got assist number 5 here tonight.
They're shooting nearly 50% from beyond the arc, and their confidence is growing.
Now here's LeVert. 6 points for him. Back to Turner. Harden against LeVert. Shoots over Harden, and that one comes up a bit short. Brooklyn has gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. Now here's Mills, guarded by Brogdon. Mills, no good.
Just imagine if he was shooting better. The lead would be even bigger.
Warren, the pass to LeVert. Looking to get back on track. Oh, rejected by Jordan.
Jordan comes to deny a shot. His size and reach give him a big advantage.
Indiana's gone 0 for 4 from beyond the arc here in the second quarter. LeVert goes against Jordan. LeVert outside. The floater. Rebounded by the Nets. Jordan's got 7 rebounds in the game.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contributions.
And here's LeVert for 3. Connects from downtown. 9 points in the game.
Well, you look at the shots like that LeVert makes, and you have to be happy for the progress he's made because he's worked at it.
Harden into the lane. Oh, and Turner with a block. Warren, the pass to Brogdon. Pass to Lamb. Back to Brogdon. Now Lamb. Let's go with a 3. Brooklyn with the board. Jordan's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Inside. Here's Harden. And the shot is good. Harris making the play. Harris has got 5 assists tonight.
You know, so far he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
Now here's Turner. Pass to Brogdon. Back to Turner.
Second quarter.
Outside Lamb. Fades and shoots. Turner, no good.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
The shot from the low post is good. Harden's got 21.
Well, you got to be in awe of what he's doing this. Quarter actually destroying the opponent.
Down low. Kevin Durant with a rebound. Durant's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
He's been just a little off the mark tonight. Really the story of the game so far. Leaving absolutely nothing on the table right now. Their focus and execution has been outstanding.
Yep, they're starting to stretch this lead out. Too much offense to keep pace with.
So Brooklyn going with almost an entire new group here. Griffin, he's checked in for Jordan. Claxton comes in for Durant. Brown, he's checked in for Harris. And Kyrie Irving is subbed in for James Harden. Indiana's gone just 1 of 6 from distance during the second quarter. Pass to Lamb. We've got 1:13 left in the first half of this game. Here's Batadze. Shot clock at 5. Sabonis, the pass to Lamb. Here's Warren, and they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. Johnson, he's checked in for Mills.
For your Nets, Alize Johnson.
Brooklyn has gone 2 of 3 from the three-point line in the second. Irving with it, and it's McConnell picking him up. Irving attacking, and there's the foul. It'll go on Kyrie Irving.
That's his second.
That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's a foul he wanted to avoid, and he definitely doesn't want to pick up his third before the half.
The Pacers shooting an unimpressive 30% in this game so far. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Warren with the rebound. And the Pacers shooting just around 33% since the second quarter got underway. 27 seconds left in the second. Here's Sabonis. Looking to win the run, and it's rejected. Lamb against Brown. Lamb grabs the miss.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
So Bruce Brown is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. There's 6 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's McConnell. James Harden. He's been the guy making things happen for Brooklyn. 11 points in the quarter. He's on fire. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
KD, you're really getting up and down the floor out there. How much fun is it when the offense is flowing like that?
Well, I think this team is very well disciplined, and they do all the details, and we just wanted to play harder, man. And I think we got some steals, got some fast break points, and we're playing together, everybody touching the ball. It's just fun when we playing like that, so we got to continue to do that.
Well, the discipline is paying off. Thanks, Kevin.
Thank you, Allie. Good stuff. We will be right back after this break for the beginning of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. James Harden was the man in the first. He had 21 points, 4 rebounds, and 1 steal. Kenny, your thoughts on the Nets' first half?
They're getting a lot out of their bench. A lot. For the most part, opponents' game plan is to take away the starters. But then, when your second unit comes in and plays with this type of intensity and torches the Nets, you've created a whole new problem.
How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Indiana?
They need to give more energy and effort on the boards. Rebounding delta has been one of the main issues. Probably they're getting bullied. I'm not sure that they have the players to change that.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. We are seeing an outstanding game from James Harden.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Brooklyn's gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. Second half underway. Here's who Rick Carlisle's got on the floor. Brogdon and LeVert make up the backcourt. Sabonis and Turner work together inside. And it's Warren in at small forward.
And, you know, once Durant notices a lane, you're toast. I mean, using his long strides to get inside fast, unstoppable.
LeVert goes against Harden. LeVert passes to Turner. No good from outside.
Defense dodged a bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Jordan. Oh, and Turner with a block.
Man, the defense of Turner is astounding. I mean, he positioned himself well to come up with a lot of blocks.
Irving against Brogdon. Outside Warren. Over Harris. And it's Warren missing. Warren's gone 3 of 10 shooting, so only 30%. That's good from Durant on the assist by Harris. Harris has got 6 assists here tonight. Brogdon against Irving. To the paint. Here's Sabonis. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass. Sabonis has got 8 points.
You know, Malcolm Brogdon is a jack-of-all-trades kind of player and really solid at sharing the ball with his teammate.
Pass to Durant. Shoots over Sabonis. Durant's shot is off. The Pacers have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. It's Warren on the wing. Pounded by Harris. Brogdon from outside. Knocks it down from distance. He's got 5.
You have to chase Brogdon off that three-point line. He's a very good shooter from this area.
You know, T.J. Warren's accuracy is truly remarkable. Here's a guy who can really hit from anywhere. And even more than that, do it efficiently.
Oh, and Turner with a block. And the call will be against James Harden. That'll be a second foul of the game. An outstanding defensive play to earn the mobile 1 block.
Yeah, I love that they maintain the defensive energy even when they're behind.
Indiana's gone 1 for 2 from outside the arc in this third quarter. You know, Grant, looking at Warren's precision shooting, he's used it to pull off some pretty staggering scoring performances.
Yeah, a few guys have had over 50 points in a single game before. When he gets in the zone, Warren can have a huge impact. But you know, it's the result of a ton of hard work developing that solid shooting.
First free throw is good.
You know, Karis LeVert had a few surgeries before entering the NBA, but took kind of a unique step in writing an open letter to NBA GMs telling them physically he'd be ready for the league. And you know what? He was right.
Both free throws good for LeVert. Brooklyn with the ball. Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. The deep 3 from Durant. Yes, and a nice assist from Harden. Harden's got his 4th assist in this one.
He's taking what he can get here as a 3 in each half.
Now here's Brogdon. He's got 5. Here's LeVert. The floater. Turner for 3. Indiana again missing. And it's Irving off the drive. And he banks in the layup. Irving's got 10 points in the game.
Boy, Harden's got such a tremendous feel for the game and sees the whole court. He's a really slick creator.
Knocked away. Here's Irving. And he makes it on the layup. Irving's gotten 4 this quarter.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
Pass to Brogdon. Turner for 3. Here's Sabonis. Oh, denied by Durant.
Boy, that'll get everybody on the bench fired up. They love to see KD playing some D like that.
And the shot's good.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Brogdon against Irving. Brogdon, the pass to Warren. And DeAndre Jordan gets the whistle that time. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And yeah, he still was moving at the point of contact.
Those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
The Pacers making a switch here. Sumner's checked in. So it's the Pacers now. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Sabonis. Over Harris. Shot's good by Sabonis. 10 points for him.
Boy, I love to see that kind of heads-up play from Sabonis. He's got an eye on the shot clock and knows he's got to get it up quickly.
Now here's Harden, guarded closely. On the take, and then Harden with the jam.
His arrow's been trending up as of late, and he's been magnificent tonight.
I wasn't quite sure if he'd be able to maintain that same level of play. I had my doubts coming into this game, but consider my doubts disappeared.
And the basket by Sumner.
You have to be accurate there. Very little room for error passing on the interior.
Durant against Sabonis. Pass to Harris. Oh, it's stolen by LeVert. Oh, rejected by Jordan. And it's Irving off the drive. Counted. Irving's got 8 here in this quarter. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Brooklyn.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
I'll tell you something else. The points they've scored on the fast break tonight have been a major factor.
Brogdon, so strong and so composed, does an excellent job of playing through physical defense.
Irving with it. 16 points for him. To the right side. 6 to shoot. Here's Jordan. There's another block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Protecting the rim well. Love the hustle. Here's Sumner, defended by Harden. LeVert passes to Brogdon. From behind the arc. And it's Irving with a rebound. Irving's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Harris. Harden with it. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And they'll give that one to Miles Turner.
You know, over time, Harden has really mastered the pump fake. Amazing watching him continue to trick the defense time and time again.
That's good from Harden.
Well, you look at Harden. He doesn't beat you with great speed or by playing above the rim. He wins with pace, angles, and strength. As unique a scorer as we've seen in probably the last 30, 35 years in the NBA.
Harden hits them both. And Clark, Harden is also an expert at using his body as a shield for the ball.
I think it's really a good lesson out there for young players coming up, B.A. Use what you have. Don't try to be somebody else. Use what you have. Don't make excuses, and then get busy putting the work in.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
In 2016, the NBA Players Association made history, voting to extend health insurance to retired players with at least 3 years of service. Chris Paul said, quote, "They paved the way for our game. This is just the little that we could do. Whenever my tenure is up as president of the union, that will be easily the greatest achievement." Brian?
Boy, that is big time, Allie. Good stuff there. Thank you for that.
Team second. At the line, Bruce Brown. And at the line, 1 time.
Free throw good. Brown. Indiana's gotten only one three-pointer to fall here in the third. 5 attempts. Sabonis outside to the middle. Here's Lamb. Nice dish, and the layup goes down.
His rate of development and improvement has been steady. Lamb showing real toughness on these difficult finishes.
Now here's Irving. 16 points for him. Pass to Claxton. The three ball. Pacers with a rebound. McConnell outside. Here's Sumner. Back to McConnell to the inside. Outside for Lamb. This one for three. The shot off that time. And Brooklyn going the other way now. They host the Pistons after this one. That one's good for 2. Irving's got 10 points here in the second half.
You know, throughout this quarter, guys, they've had no answer for him defensively. And he's been absolutely relentless.
Pass to Sabonis. Now Lamb. Into the lane. Sumner on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. Deflected. Out of bounds. It'll be Indiana's ball. And the Nets making a change here. Mills is checked in. And for Indiana, they're shooting a disappointing 38%. Pass to McConnell. Now here's Sabonis. Inside. Here's Batadze. Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
Nice feed. Just like his dad, Sabonis is an excellent passing big man. The passing gene was passed on.
Now here's Irving. 18 points for him. Down low. Pacers with a rebound. McConnell outside. Here's Sumner. They get it back. Here's Sabonis. Oh, great D that time from Griffin. Brooklyn's gone 4 of 8 from 3. A nice percentage. Irving, that's good. Now McConnell. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Brown against Lamb. He can't get that one to fall. Nice D from Brown. To the middle. Griffin's shot is off. And for Indiana, they're shooting only 31% in the game. Sumner on the wing. Pass to Lamb. Tries to break his ice. Outside for McConnell. Clock at 4.
Last 2 minutes to play. Third quarter.
1:58 left in the third. Yep, that one goes.
Now, what's the saying? Don't box out. You get your feelings hurt.
Now here's Mills. He's got 10. Griffin finds Irving. And that one hits the back iron. And the Pacers with possession here. McConnell passes to Lamb. Brown with some nice D. Brooklyn's gone 1 for 2 from outside the arc in this third quarter. Griffin drives in.
You know, Blake Griffin's NBA career certainly didn't have humble beginnings. I mean, he won the slam dunk contest and Rookie of the Year in his debut season. He really hit the ground running.
At the line, shooting 2.
No good on that one.
And Blake Griffin is just an incredible athlete, explosive and great balance and mobility, powerful. A big guy who can flat out throw it down, and he also can pass it too.
Warren's checked in for Indiana. And the second free throw is good.
They're really shooting better from the free throw line since halftime. That's a big plus if you're holding a late lead.
Pass to Patadze. And Blake Griffin is going to pick up the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Fourth team foul.
.110 left in the third quarter. It's Warren on the wing. He's guarded by Irving. Here's Sabonis. Finds it again. 6 for 12 and remaining assertive.
Everything I've seen from Sabonis. This has been really impressive. I love the way he's getting it done now.
And here's Mills. 10 points for him. And here's Brown for 3. And that one goes. He's now recorded his 5th bucket in 8 tries. Well, the Pacers shooting a disappointing 38%. McConnell outside.
Brooklyn foul. Bruce Brown. That's his second personal. Team's 5th foul. At the line for the Pacers, T.J. Warren. At the line with 2 shots.
And that one falls for Warren.
I think this guy, T.J. Warren, is underrated. I mean, he's a terrific scorer and is not afraid to be the go-to guy.
Craig is checked in for Sabonis. And so Warren nails them both. 34 seconds left in the third. Here's Mills. He's got 10. Right side, Irving. And the layup is good off the glass. Irving's got 22.
Yeah, you know, Mills is one of those energizing players who does a little bit of everything, including finding his open teammates.
And a bit of a battle for the ball. And the officials signal a jump ball here. And it's the Pacers with the ball. Warren, the pass to Lamb. Counted from distance. Lamb's got 7.
Lamb is a capable spot-up shooter. He's comfortable shooting off the catch.
And here's Mills from the arc. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And so it's Brooklyn making this game a no contest. They poured it on early, and they've never let up. They've done well to disrupt the opposition, playing inspired defense. Back to the game after this break. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. They've got Bruce Brown. Johnson is out there with James Johnson. Then it's Nicholas Claxton, and it's Carter in at the point. So that's the Nets 5. Now here's Holiday. Fires the 3. Rebounded by Johnson. Brooklyn has gone 5 of 10 from beyond the three-point line in this game. And the layup is good. Johnson's got his first points in this one.
A super high percentage shot there. You just can't allow him to get that close.
Warren, the pass to McConnell. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Hey, T.J. Warren is definitely a scorer. He's got a shoot-first mentality, but he'll give it up if you're open.
Carter against McConnell. Shots blocked, and they'll get another chance. Another shot. Misses off the left iron. And for the Pacers, they're shooting around 33%. Not the best offensive efficiency. And T.J. Warren is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
He went a decent amount of time before his first turnover there. It's really been a good, safe stretch of basketball from him to this point.
The Pacers making a switch here. Brogdon's checked in. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Pass to Claxton. From deep three-point range. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Johnson.
Boy, that's a moment he'd like to archive. Embarrassing lapse of judgment there.
Perry's checked in for Brooklyn. Brogdon against Carter. Jackson outside. Pass to Holiday. Lets it go from deep. Pure from three-point range. Holiday's got his first 3 points of the game.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Carter, the pass to Brown. And the top pick in this year's draft, Cade Cunningham. Grant, I heard some insiders compare you to him. You like those comparisons?
Well, he's 6'8" with skill, sees the floor, I think approaches the game the right way. Maybe not the leaper I was, but tremendously talented, and I'm so eager to see how he develops. He's got a bright future in front of him.
And he makes it.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Now here's Warren. Looking to end this cold spell. Can't get it to drop. Brooklyn has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. And it's Brown off the drive. Yep, that one's good. Brown's got 4 points in the quarter.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Guys, when you're this hot, it's elementary. Let it fly. Keep staying at it.
Brogdon against Carter. Outside Brogdon. Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now. Misses the layup. Here's Brown. He's now 8 for 11 after that made shot.
Man, he's on fire. Playing patient basketball, not forcing shots.
Pass to Duarte. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
With 2 hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way.
And he should be. I mean, remove all doubt. Get it down, hard, and simple.
Now here's Johnson. And here's Brown for three. Offensive rebound. No good.
Well, what appeared to be an easy 2 points just never materialized.
Outside Warren. Well, with everything else that coaches have been dealing with, the NBA gave them a pass to skip the suit and tie, Clark. You think broadcasters are next?
Oh, I would love that, VA. I don't mind dressing up in a sweatsuit, but I know TV requires a coat and tie, but I would love on occasion to have a dress-down day if we could. You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Outside Warren. To the paint. Here's Holiday. No good there. Johnson with the defensive effort. The Nets have gotten 5 of 12 shot attempts to go so far in the fourth quarter. It's stolen. Pass to Holiday. And the layup falls.
Justin Holiday.
Boy, this offense has been dynamic and diversified.
Just everyone sharing the ball and sharing the load makes you difficult to defend.
Now here's Carter. Brown finds Carter. Outside Johnson. It's Brown on the wing. 5 to shoot. Takes it inside. And it goes. That makes it 9 for 13 now.
Well orchestrated. And then the pass is right on the money.
Here's Duarte. And he dunks it down.
Just magnificent. I mean, he punishes the D for lackluster effort.
They look a little disorganized. Jam.
Guys, there has to be better rim protection than that, though. Not very good.
Here's Carter. Good.
The ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
Indiana has gotten 1 of 3 to fall from downtown here in the fourth. Brogdon with a bucket.
He's trying to will this team back into it, doing all he can offensively.
Carter with it. Outside, Brown. Oh, he tries a three. Holiday grabs the miss. Indiana's gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the fourth quarter. Outside Brogdon. Well, super teams are still being built. Grant, what's the key to making it work with 3 or 4 guys who all need touches?
Well, it comes down to good communication between your leaders. Of course, you have to have a plan. You can't be out there winging it. And, of course, prioritizing wins over stats always works.
And so it's Indiana with it. The Nets making their last shot. Outside Warren. 6 on the shot clock. On the wing, Holiday. Over Johnson. The shot by Holiday, no good. The Nets have gotten 8 of 16 attempted shots to go here in the fourth. They get the rebound. Brown. Yep, that one goes. Brown's got 18 points in just the second half.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Carter against Brogdon. Pass to Holiday. Back to Jackson. Oh, and Johnson with a block. Brown with it. Now guarded by Brogdon. Johnson. The rebound by Jackson.
And, you know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him. Trying to shut the door on this one.
Here's Duarte, defended by Brown. Over to the left wing. Duarte's shot is good.
You're leaving him all alone? Good luck. He's going to drill that every time.
And so it's Brooklyn with it. Now Carter. With efforts to grow the game in Europe and Asia and Africa, really everywhere from the NBA. Grant, how do you see the future of this game?
Well, I think it lies in the young international stars. I mean, you see guys like Luka and Nikola Jokic from Europe and Joel Embiid from Africa. I think we'll see more and more of that as the league and the popularity of basketball grows overseas. I mean, those guys will have the drive and the examples to succeed overseas.
And he makes the first.
Hey, when you start locking it down at the line, good things tend to happen.
Batadze's checked in for Indiana. Both shots good from the strike.
They're doing great work at the free throw line this half. That bodes well for their chances to close out this game.
Fades. Rebound Brooklyn. Johnson's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Carter. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Carter's got 4 points this quarter.
Woo, just selling the defense on the pump fake.
Now here's Brogdon. Well, Grant, it seems like more and more game time is spent with officials huddled around a monitor. Do you think instant replay has been a positive thing for the league?
Well, for the most part, I think it has been a positive thing. I enjoy it. I think it brings a level of transparency, and also it's important to get the call right. But at times, it does disrupt the flow of a game, and players can't be consumed about winning every call all the time.
Here's Holiday, following the bucket by the Nets. Takes a 3. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson's got rebound number 7 tonight. On the attack, Carter uses the glass to finish the layup. Here's Duarte.
Nets foul. Javon Carter.
Sumner's checked in for Brogdon.
Team second. Pacers substitution. Edmund Sumner.
Here's Sumner. He's guarded by Mills. Here's Batadze. That shot is off. And Brooklyn will go the other way with it. To the inside. Here's Perry. Can't hit that one. Ooh, good work defensively by Holiday. Pass to Sumner. Here's Duarte. That one a little long.
And that's a low percentage shot, and I'm sure he knows it.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Patrick Mills. That's his first foul of the game. Indiana's gone 3 of 6 from downtown so far in the 4th. Here's Batadze. Here's Sumner. Back to Batadze. Puts up a 3. The shot by Sumner, no good.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Carter, good.
Excellent tempo on the play, and he leads his teammate perfectly.
Indiana shooting the ball at only 35% here in the 4th quarter. Inside, here's Duarte. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
That's where they'd like all their shots to come from.
They've got a commanding lead.
It just seems like everything is going their way.
And here's Mills. Yes, it's good. A minute and a half left to play in the fourth.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Nets.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
B.A., it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And with this win, they've tallied up a total of 6 wins on the year.
And having this win on the books might give them a little mental advantage the next 2 times these squads meet.
The stats tell us that the winner of the first game is a big favorite to come out on top in the overall series.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for James Harden.
So impressed with his performance today. He was confident, he was composed, and the defense just didn't know how to adjust. Man, the defender really went after him.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
Stepping to the line with 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Brown, he's checked in for Mills. And so Carter nails them both. And it's Indiana's ball. Pass to Patadze. Pulled the shot a little left. The bounce goes his way, though.
Well, he could have earned some style points there, but he really doesn't need to use the fadeaway when he's that wide open.
30 seconds left in the final quarter. Carter with it. Driving to the basket. There's the block. And here's the fast break. Pass to Sumner. Rebound Brooklyn. Here's Perry. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
So we see the Nets taking the W here. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
James, another explosive scoring night for you. What enabled you to get that kind of rhythm?
My teammates did an unbelievable job tonight, man. Every night, every single night of, getting me open, getting me shots, and we came away with the victory. That's all that matters.
It was a full team effort. Thanks, guys.
All right, Allie, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Grant Hill, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching. So long, everyone.
Other times it be fun, so many to choose from. My tires ain't never worn. Think I'm sitting on 20s, but baby, you misinformed. Weathermen predict fog, I throw my halogens on. Jam and screw through Georgia woods, type of I be on. Regulate like I'm warm. Only 2 or 3 pine trees, my type of decor. And my motor kinda quiet, I forget that it's on. That's my amp, not thunderstorms. The trunk just can't contain it. The price of being famous. Swag just to play it. I promise I'll never change it. Anything else would be heinous. Till then I'ma keep swinging. Cutlass, Lincoln, Regal, we all speak the same language. I'll be kicking back, cruising. You ain't winning, then you losing. Window tinted, can't see through it. Right here, exclusive. Let me put you on some smooth. Then you tell me who you choosing. I'm kicking back, cruising. You ain't winning, then you losing. Window tinted, can't see through it. Right Right here, exclusive. Let me put you on some smooth. Then you tell me who you choose. Kicking back, cruising. You ain't winning, then you losing. Window tinted, can't see through it. Right here, exclusive. Let me put you on some smooth. Then you tell me who you choose. And I'm kicking back, cruising. You ain't winning, then you losing. Window tinted, can't see through it. Right here, exclusive. Let me put you on some smooth. Choose it.